backpacking trail fails, a long format video when myself and a guest talked about some fails we have had on the trail. I feel like Instagram and YouTube are really good about showing the glamour of backpacking, but not all the mistakes. So today I'm joined by my buddy Dura. We are going to talk about our first day out on a long trail together. Not our first time together, but this is day one of a 120-mile trip we took. We went around the Three Sisters in Southern Oregon and then hiked up the PCT to Mount Jefferson, where we then hiked out and got picked up. So
we also crested South Sister.
We did summit a mountain. So day one, we started at Devil's Lake Campground. Got dropped off, spent the night there on like a Friday night kind of deal after work. And I believe our goal per the plan was Green Lakes.
Yeah.
So does anything stand out from trekking to Green Lakes?
Did we? We did make it to Green Lakes.
We did.
That is where we found our campground spot for the night.
So on the way there, we were playing leapfrog with some other hikers. They ended up pulling out, kind of staying in the night in the saddle in between Broken Top and South Sister. I kind of contemplated that, but I knew there wasn't much more of a climb, and then it was all downhill into Green Lakes. So I said, no, we'll push on. Maybe we'll see you out on trail some other time.
I don't think we saw them again.
We did. We did eventually.
Oh, okay.
Days later, they didn't summit.
Oh.
So they passed us. So where the fail part of this in my mind picks up is as we descended into Green Lakes. For those of you not from Oregon, Green Lakes is a really popular trail. They have designated campsites, freaking like 10 or 12 of them, like a lot of them. I think now it's actually permitted where you have to go in and reserve, but at this point all you had to do was stay at a designated campsite. At this point I want to say we were like 18 miles in. So day one, feet were hurting.
Not prepared to do. We knew what we were going to do. We knew the mileage we were going to put in.
Right.
We did not know the mileage we were going to put in.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Lots of burn zones that day. So lots of exposure, lots of heat, lots of beauty. I mean, we basically hiked from the north side of North Sister down to the east side of South Sister. So covered a lot of ground. As we came into it, there's kind of a meadowy area as you're hiking south, and water flowing and everything, but that also meant in late July there were a lot of bugs, and it was a little soupy, but it had a number. Like we could have stayed there. But I said,
to go against it.
Nope, let's go the extra mile or two, let's get a good spot.
It's only a mile or two.
Only a mile or two.
So just sidebar, that line has gotten us into more garbage than anything else in the world. It's only a mile or two. It'll be fine.
Yep, we've already done 18. What's another mile or two, right? And all we're going to do tomorrow is summit a mountain.
Yeah, no big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Third highest mountain in Oregon, volcano, whatever, no big deal.
We've never really summited a mountain like that before?
No, not even close.
Not even a little bit.
So we passed up this guaranteed campsite because, I've seen pictures from Green Lakes. There's some beautiful spots up here. Miss me with that garbage. And then we started to get into the crowds. There's a lot of people. We're kind of chatting with folks as we come through. Nobody's really offering us any kind of spot or space, or like, hey, we're sharing a tent, we don't need much room. Like, yeah, sorry, we're kind of full up, but there's more sites the further you go.
Kept hearing that. More sites, keep going.
So we pass what we think are all the sites. So we're up above these two lakes. We're kind of by the trailhead we're going to take because we're not doing the full loop to the hiker's trail. My bright idea, and this will be another video, is let's come up the east side of the mountain over this glacier and then meet up with the the little climber's route.
Still haven't forgiven him for that. Just throwing that out there.
It's gonna be shorter. We're gonna save all this time. Trust me, bro. I Google Earthed it.
It's gonna be fine.
No big deal.
Yeah. Lies.
So we finally get to a flattish spot, and we are so done that it's like, I don't care what happens.
Nope.
We're spending the night here because I cannot keep going. we're maybe a quarter mile up above one of the lakes, so easy-ish water access, but it's flat, there's some trees around. So we take our packs off and just kind of, you know, do like,
we're done.
we're not supposed to be here, but like, are you cool with breaking this, you know,
100%.
some federal laws? Like, yeah, I'm down with that.
I broke out my chair.
Yep, and it was about the time I was starting to unpack, I realized, oh my god, this little stump over here is a campground marker. And as I see it and go like, hey dude, we're legally camped, up walks a park ranger. And we might have killed her if it meant we didn't have to hike anymore. Because had she said, nope, you guys need to keep walking,
it would have been a fight.
Digging a grave would have been the easier option, unfortunately.
We wouldn't have had to stand for it. So
sorry,
fine.
Sorry to that ranger, but man, if you would have been 3 minutes earlier, that would have been a campsite. Boy, howdy.
She was nice though. She was awesome.
She was very friendly. Super grateful we were able to find a legitimate site to camp that night. But day one was just kind of off to a rocky start. Almost half a mile after that first campsite, I regretted not staying there. It did make the next day a tiny bit easier because we had already covered that ground. But day two, summiting the mountain, will be its own fail video because there are basically fails nearly daily on this trip.
Oh, it was amazing trip.
It was a great trip. We both survived. My trekking poles did not. We'll get into that later.
Mine did, luckily.
Yeah, thank God. Even though you let me borrow them, didn't break 2 sets.
Nope.
But passing up a known designated campsite with no guarantee of having any others in a place where you are required to just isn't wise. Don't
Not always
recommend
the right
it.
call. Nope.
Take the
sure.
guaranteed site. Maybe there was something better, maybe not. And you avoid camping illegally and potentially getting a nice fatty fine. So yeah, don't do what we did. Take the guarantee, and you know, if you have to hike an extra couple miles the next day, so be it. At least you'll be a little better recovered.
And he did say, don't do what we did. That's a pretty solid line to go by with us for most of our hiking expeditions, adventures, whatever you want to call them.
You'll come to learn in these videos that, yeah, maybe I don't film a lot of the mistakes I make, but I do make a lot of mistakes, and hopefully you guys can learn from my failures. So,
or laugh at them. Either way is bonus.
Awesome. So for more information on all the things you see on this channel, please visit topshelfbackpacking.com. And until I see you again, cheers.